So today I am going to talk about baby burlesque. And yes, it is as ridiculous and disturbing as it sounds. From roughly 1931 to 1933, which was during the Great Depression, a series of short black and white films known as baby burlesque were produced that featured child actors. And in these roughly 10-minute films, these children were paid to act out scenes that were more of a adult nature, for lack of a better word. This included mature attire and sexually suggestive behavior and language. These films were meant to be comedies where children would reenact the lives of actual adults. And so these children were extremely sexualized, and these films were also very misogynistic and very racist. And these films were actually where Shirley Temple got her start in showbiz. Her first film was a baby burlesque flick called The Runt Page in 1931 or 1932. Sources vary on the exact year of when it actually came out. In Shirley Temple's 1988 autobiography, Child Star, Shirley describes what it was like being on the set of these baby burlesque films. She talks about the two men who were the ones in charge on the set, the director, Charles Lamont, and the producer, Jack Hayes. All 12 of the children were scared of Lamont, and when the children were, quote, disobedient, Lamont would threaten to put them in what Shirley describes as a large black box. It was a portable workstation for sound technicians, and it was 6 feet in length on all sides. The box had a narrow soundproof door, which was its only entrance and exit. It had no ventilation, so the inside was humid and hot. Lamont had 2 of these boxes, one for sound mixing and one to punish the children. Shirley describes children being thrust inside these boxes, and when the child entered the box, they saw nothing but a block of ice. And after being in the box for such a long time, the child would obviously grow tired, and so the child would then be faced with 3 options: either standing for extended periods of time, lying down in a cold puddle of water, or sitting on a block of ice. Shirley describes being forced to endure this form of abuse several times on set, and to prevent the children from, quote, tattling to their parents, Lamont threatened them with the black box. Shirley, however, built up the courage to tell her mother about this abuse, and in response, her mother didn't believe her. Child welfare on this set was definitely an issue. The children were separated from their mothers during filming, and the mothers were excluded from the set at all times to ensure that the producer and director had complete control. The mothers were permitted to do their hair and fix their clothes